This is News 12 Connecticut, as local news gets.
And coming up, packing up and heading out. We'll look at summer travel trends and where you can get the best bang for your vacation buck. It's all straight ahead. In a recent poll conducted by Norwalk-based travel website Priceline.com, 86% of those polled say that they plan to take a vacation this summer. But with the economy still struggling and the cost of food and fuel rising, how can consumers get the most for their money this summer? Brian Eck joins us now. Brian is the senior travel analyst with Priceline with all kinds of great ideas for us. And good to have you on the program.
Thank you very much for having me.
A neighbor here in Norwalk. So it's good to have you on the program. I know people are worn out with the economy. And at the same time, they feel the need, as a result, to get away and take a vacation. What are some of your ideas on ways people can cut costs?
There are several ways. For example, for hotel rooms, what I suggest that people do is, first of all, see if your employer might have arrangements with a hotel chain where they have discounts for their business travelers that they can extend to leisure travelers. Also, you may belong to a fraternal or other organization like an AARP that you can get discounts. One of my favorites is if you're looking for a hotel room for the same night, call the hotel front desk, get their rate, and then ask them if they'll do better, because often if it's the same night, the front desk staff has been instructed to do better for you if you call and ask. You can also look for hotel freebies. A lot of hotels these days, in addition to the rate, they'll throw in things like free breakfast, kids stay free, maybe you get the third night free, but these are all things that will lower the overall cost. And then for really the steepest discounts, if you can name your own price on a site like Priceline, you can save up to 60%, because on any given night, a hotel typically has about 40% of their rooms that are going unfilled. So if they can do a sale privately through a Priceline, even at a steep discount like 60%, they're willing to do it instead of just letting that room go empty.
Another way you can cut costs is consider the location. We're going to go through some of those locations and destinations right now. Las Vegas being one of them. Las Vegas had this tremendous buildup, right, before the recession.
Las Vegas really was hit on two fronts. First, they added over 6,000 hotel rooms in the last 3 years. Now, that's precisely the point when the economy went bust. And they also have been hit by not having the business conventions coming back into town. So consequently, they're trying to make that difference up with the leisure travelers. So for example, you can get a 4-star hotel room on the Strip in Las Vegas for as low as $95 now.
We're looking at the Mandalay Bay. You like the Mandalay Bay?
I like the Mandalay Bay. It's one of my favorites. And the interesting thing with that, and this is one of my favorite tips, is try to stay midweek, because the Mandalay Bay is an excellent example. If you stay there Tuesday to Thursday, the average price of that room now would be running about $139 a night.
Wow.
If you check in on Friday, the price jumps to $249.
Yeah, and in general, in most hotels, inns, any place, that's going to be the case, isn't it?
It's especially true in Las Vegas.
Is it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because the weekend people heading in just to do some gambling.
But they want the business. You can get a long weekend. I checked out the 4th of July long weekend, and you can stay right down on the Strip with your airfare from Bradley for about $500.
All right, I want to run out of time. Orlando. Orlando also a big buildup in that city.
Absolutely. All of the Gulf Coast states, including Florida, were hit hard with the oil spill, and even though the Gulf itself is cleaning up, they're having a difficult time luring tourists back. So Orlando, you can get a 7-night package to the Radisson Orlando with a flight from Bradley for about $500. That's 7 nights.
And one area that I didn't think would have been impacted by the earthquake and tsunami in Japan, and that's the state of Hawaii.
Absolutely. A lot of people don't realize that a substantial portion of Hawaii's tourist trade comes from Japan, and they've been really hurt this summer, so they are looking to the American market to make it up. Can you imagine you can have a 4-star hotel room right down on Waikiki Beach for as $159.
Is that the Aston Waikiki?
That's the Aston Waikiki.
Yeah, we're looking at some footage there. So really, because Hawaii used to be so expensive. I mean, it's a haul for people from the East Coast.
Well, the airfare is still expensive, but you can more than make up for it with the savings on hotel rooms.
And then another destination, we think of traveling to Europe as being very expensive, but Ireland is really, the economy there hit even more so than the United States.
Absolutely. Ireland is one of my favorites, largely because the airfare is also relatively cheap right now compared to the rest of Europe. You can fly there for around $1,000 right now from New York. You can also get a 7-night package in Dublin, which includes hotel and airfare for around $1,400. Now that is probably at least 30% less than what you would pay if you went to stay anywhere else in Europe this summer.
Yeah, and the people are so nice. They really are nice people.
Absolutely are.
And we don't have too much time, but you also say consider cruises, just because of the, I guess, the whole package aspect to them?
Cruise, when you consider a cruise, it includes your transportation, it includes your meals, it includes your entertainment, and it's all bundled into one. What cruise lines are now doing to make it even better is they're having the cruises depart from ports that are close to you, so you can eliminate the airfare. You can get a 6 or 7 night cruise departing from New York, New Jersey, or Boston for as little as $399 per person, and it includes all of that. So a cruise is a great idea if you're on a budget.
And the way air travel is today, if we can eliminate the air travel, that's a good thing.
Absolutely.
All right, Brian, good to have you on the program.
Thank you so much, Becky.
From Priceline.com, and we'll be back with more 12 on the Money after the break.